What's going on, team? Welcome back to Werkd and welcome to week 3 of the pump program, day 11. We got another upper body workout on the books today. We got 3 this week. All gonna be targeting a little bit different muscle groups in upper body. So today's a little bit more push, chest, triceps focused. Let's hop into the warm up and I'll walk us through our first circuit. Somebody jumping in. All right, we're gonna start off with 20 jumping jacks, 20 seal jacks. Just get the heart rate up a little bit. Get those shoulders and legs loosened up. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. 20 jumping jacks, 20 seal jacks. Hey, Taha, what's up? Perfect timing. $20 jumping jacks, then we're going right into 20 seal jacks. Hands out front, jumping wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and together, open up that chest a bit. I lost count. That sounds about right. We're going 3 inchworms with a push-up into a pike. Starting at the bottom of your mat, you're gonna put your hands down on the ground and walk out to a plank. Do a push-up. Pike those hips up, get a nice stretch in the hamstrings and shoulders. Come back down, walk back in, stand back up. 3 times through. Once you're through that, we're going to drop down into the bottom of our squat. Left hand goes down the ground, rotate up towards the ceiling, opening the chest. Switch sides, 3 on each side. Stand back up, we're going 10 internal, external overhead reaches. So hands down, rotating up, pressing overhead. 10 reps. Get a nice reach, press the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Get those traps, everything nice and loose. From there, we're going into 10 big arm circles forward. 10 in reverse, 10 crosses. And we're jumping into circuit A. And then 10 crosses. All right, guys, so our first circuit up today. We have 40-second intervals of work, 15 seconds of rest between each movement, and actually the rest is gonna increase by 5 seconds each round. We basically have a triple attack on our pressing muscles during this circuit. So I want increased reps, a rest, so that we can keep the weight up and keep you without resting in the sets. So if you have a bench, you can use it. We're gonna start off the first movement with a single arm dumbbell chest press. So if you have a bench, you can do it on the bench. If not, you can do it on the floor. We want a standard pressing position, which is elbow at about a 45-degree angle, pressing up. And we're gonna hold the other arm out to the side to kind of counterbalance us if we're using a bench. If you're on the floor, it doesn't matter so much. And you wanna shift your weight a little bit to the side that's pressing. So as I sit down on my bench, I'm gonna scoot a little bit to the left of the bench so that my right shoulder blade is nice and stable on the bench there. And you're gonna press, nice and slow down. One arm presses, down and up. The other arm is just out to the side. You can hold it straight up in the air if you want. Whatever kind of keeps you nice and balanced. And you want to go nice and slow tempo, down and up. We're going to go right arm 40 seconds, rest for 15 seconds on the first round, then left arm 40 seconds. 15 seconds rest, and then our last move in the circuit is a feet elevated push-up or a standard push-up or a push-up on your knees. So 3 ways to do it. The top and hardest way is feet up on a bench, hips stay high, head dives, nose touches, drive back out. Again, Elbows tucking in at a 45-degree angle. This is going to work a little bit more upper chest. You can, of course, modify to a standard push-up or a push-up on your knees, as this is a little bit more advanced. I'm going to go 50s on the chest, or a single 50 on the chest press. I'm going to go incline on the push-ups. You guys have any questions before we jump into this? Right arm single arm presses, left arm single arm presses, incline push-ups or standard push-ups. Let's do it. Bump up the music here for everybody's eye. Is that pretty good, guys? Let's do it. 10-second countdown, team. Let's get ready. Chest presses, right side. In 5, 2, 1. Work. Controlled. I'm gonna hold the other arm up a little bit out to the side. Come up and across the body. Really try to squeeze the chest. If you're doing it on the ground, the elbow will just touch. Come on. 2, 1. Rest for 15 on this round. Left arm presses. Remember to keep that arm at a 45-degree angle. Don't be too flared up, don't be too tight to the side. 3, 2, 1. Work. Remember, shift a little bit to the left of the bench, or the right of the bench when you're on your left arm. Come on. Keep working. Control it on the way down. Press back up. 2, 1. 15 seconds, guys. We're going elevated push-ups or regular push-ups. In 5, 2, 1. Work. 40 seconds. Do a standard push-up or a push-up on your knees if this is too challenging. Keep those hips up in a straight line. Try to let the nose kiss the ground. 15 seconds, come on. 10. 2, 1. Rest. 45 seconds rest between rounds, guys. Circuit number 2 coming up. Or not circuit number 2, round number 2 coming up. This time we're gonna go 20 seconds rest between each movement. A little longer rest because we're really hitting the same muscle group over and over again. So that little extra rest is gonna come in handy. But that's also an opportunity to challenge yourself on weight if you have a heavier weight. Right arm, single arm chest presses coming up. On the bench or on the floor in 10 seconds, guys. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Work. 40 seconds. Right arm. The work ratio stays the same. Keep those feet planted, heels on the ground. Three, 1, rest, 20 seconds. Switching arms. If you're on a bench, make sure you get nice and deep. You want that dumbbell getting around parallel with the body and driving back up. 5 seconds, start setting up. 3, 1, work. Nice and low. If you're doing it on the ground, just let that elbow tap, don't rest. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Two, one, rest. 20 seconds. Push-ups, elevated, standard, or on your knees. Coming up in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, work. If you hit failure on the incline, drop down to the ground. 23 seconds, I'm going to standard. If you're failing on standard, drop to the knees. Woo! Five, 2, 1, rest. 45 seconds, guys. We got one more round through. How we doing? Straighten it out. Open that chest up. We got last round, this time 25 seconds rest between movements. The 50's killing me, so I'm keeping the same weight. If you're burning through it without even thinking about resting, up the weight if you can. 12 seconds, guys. Single arm chest presses. Get set up. 5. Our last round. 2, 1, work. Think about pressing up and coming a little bit across the chest. Squeezing that chest muscle. That's how you improve your push-up strength as well. Woo! 10 seconds, little breaks if you need it, keep working. 7, 2, 1, rest. 25 seconds, guys, we're switching arms. Stay seated if you need to, just switch the dumbbell over. Try to keep that wrist straight while you're pressing too. You don't want a curved wrist, so dumbbell wrist nice and straight, stacked right on top of your wrist joint. 7 seconds, guys. Last one on the left arm. 3, 1, work. Lock out at the top. All the intention on the chest, tricep. Come on. Three, 1. Rest. 25 seconds, guys. We're going push-ups. Elevated or regular. 10 seconds. Whew. Come on. Should be hitting failure on these. If you're not, go up a modification. And work. This is triple chest back to back. Should be hard. Let those shoulder blades squeeze together and then press apart. Squeeze, press. Squeeze, press. Woo! 20 seconds, guys. I'm dropping a standard. Whew. 10 seconds. 5, come on. 2, 1, rest. Woo! 3 minutes rest, team. How we doing? Circuit 1 down. So, this round, we got 40 seconds of work for each movement, 15 seconds of rest. This 15 seconds is standard all the way through. So no increasing rest periods. 45 seconds rest between rounds. 3 moves. 1 focused on the chest, 2 focused on the triceps. We're gonna do the valley press that we did a couple weeks ago on our first week. You need a lighter weight on this. I'm gonna go 12. Palms are up. Elbows start in 90-degree angle. You press straight out until your hands are in line with your shoulder. So they start lower at a 90-degree angle, and you're almost pressing up and out. Palms are facing towards the ceiling or a slight rotation on them like so. Press out, nice and slow back in. Really try to extend and squeeze. Extend, squeeze. That's our first move. You can do this with bands as well. You're just gonna step on the band, grab the handles, and press out. Movement number 1. Movement number 2 is dumbbell skull crushers. I'm gonna go 25s on this. You're on a bench or you're on the floor. Knees bent, low back flat. Dumbbells straight up in the air, only bending at the elbow joint. Dumbbells come sat down to the side of your head and squeeze back up. Nice and controlled down and up. I'm gonna go with 25s. If you don't have dumbbells or they're too heavy, actually you can hold 1 dumbbell if you want to turn it sideways. You can hold it like that and it just comes behind your head. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use a band. Grab the handles, hook it in front of your ankles, kneel down, and come back behind your head. So it's hooked under my ankles, elbows are flared out, and I'm squeezing up. And our final move is a tricep kickback. I'm gonna go 20 on this. We're bent over at the chest, elbows come up to your sides, and you're squeezing back, trying to pause at the top. You want the dumbbells to come across your body into an A, and then come out wide. It's a more natural movement for your elbows and your shoulder joint. So you don't want them wide and trying to kick back here, you're gonna come across the body. They're tapping like an A at the front, and then coming out a little sideways as you're leaned over. Any questions, guys? We good? We got 10 seconds. Get set up for your valley presses. 12, I'm using 12s. In 3, 2, 1. Work, guys. Pop them back in. Valley presses. Straight out squeeze. Really try to squeeze that chest. You can let the dumbbells come together in the center. Let those insides of the dumbbells touch. Steve, bring them together, Steve. So you're almost coming wide, but together. 2, 1, rest. Skull crushers, guys. I'm gonna use my bench. You can do this on the bench or on the floor. 7 seconds. Start setting up. 4, 2, and work. Coming down to the sides, squeeze back up. Only moving at the elbow joint. Try not to move at the shoulders. Come on. 3, 1, rest. 14 seconds, tricep kickback. I'm going 20s, a little lighter than the skull crusher. 2, 1, leaning over, elbows come up to the side, squeeze across the body. Try to pause at the top for 1 second and control that weight back down. Come on. 15 seconds. 10. Squeeze those dumbbells hard. Come on. 5, 2, 1. Rest. 45 seconds, guys. Recalibrate your weights if you need to. If you had to take too many reps, drop the weight. If it felt too easy, bump it up. These are small muscle groups though, so very small increments if you can. 2.5, 5, whatever you got. Drop to a band if you need to. 20 seconds, team. We're back to our valley press. So I saw some of you guys out there pressing wide like that. We don't want that. Coming a little bit across the body. 12.5 I'm using, sticking with the same weight. Pick them up. 5 seconds, guys. Palms up. Dumbbells at a 90 degree. Press up and across. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and together at the back, and then extend. The hand should be in line with the shoulder at the top. Come on. Squeeze. Should feel this in your upper chest. Shoulders, biceps, a little bit of everything. 2, 1. Rest. Skull crushers. The eccentric or the way down is very important. Nice and slow. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Work. Come on. Two, 1. Rest. Tricep kickback coming up. We're hitting the long head of the tricep on those. Now we're hitting the short head. 3, 2, 1. Work. Coming across the body. "15 seconds, guys. Woo! 20s are getting heavy. Five, 2, 1. Rest. 45 seconds. Just a little tips on where you should feel this. On the skull crusher, you want to feel it on the outside of the arm here. On the tricep kickback, you want to feel it more in this part of your tricep, on the inside. On these valley presses, should be across the chest, a little bit of shoulders, some biceps. So if that kind of helps you focus your intention, think about it. Squeezing here on the outside when you're doing the skull crushers, when you're doing the kickbacks, more inside here. 8 seconds, guys. Valley presses, come up. Last round through. 3, 1. Nice and tall. squeeze. Let them touch. "15 seconds. 10. 5. 2. 1. Rest. Woo! Skull crushers, start setting up. Triceps are gonna be getting pretty fatigued. Grip these hard. 2, 1, work. Come on. 2, 1, finish your rep. And up, good. Last round, guys, or last exercise in the circuit, kickbacks. 3, 2, 1, work. Leaning over. Kicking wide. Think about where I told you to focus. 45-degree angle at the chest. Hips back. Low back stays nice and flat. Woo! 10 seconds. 3, 1, rest. 3 minutes, guys. Come on. We got 2 more circuits, and we're out of here. All right, so we got the exact same format on this next circuit. 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 3 movements. First move up is a diamond or close grip push-up. We're again attacking the triceps chest. So an ideal position would be a diamond setup with the elbows flaring out wide. If that's too difficult for you, just move your hands a little further apart. Try to keep those elbows flared out though. So you're gonna do that in a push-up. You can modify this as much as you want, either by doing it on your knees or on an inclined surface. Triceps, chest are probably pretty fatigued at this point. We got all the big movements out of the way at the beginning. Now we're moving on to a little bit more isolation. So, standard push-up, you can go feet a little wider, come down, chest touches, drive up. Really focus on locking out and squeezing the triceps to the top. I may end up modifying to a bench. You can use a countertop, a chair, a couch, a stool, whatever you may have to make it a little bit easier as you fail. Or you can do it on your knees. I prefer the inclined surface though. That's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is a new move for us. And you wanna go pretty light on this until you get the hang of it. I'm gonna go 12 to start. And we're gonna do a low cross-body fly. So, starting here, your palm is facing forward, weights in the right arm. You're gonna come up and across the body. Slight bend in this elbow, very slight, just to take some tension off of the elbow joint. And you're gonna think about coming up and across. Think about the movement only coming from the shoulder and the chest. So you're kind of starting wide, coming across the body. My palm is facing forward at the bottom, but at the top, my palm is kind of facing parallel to the ground or perpendicular to the floor. And you're really trying to feel it just in that right chest muscle, bicep, nice and slow back down. We're gonna do 40 seconds on the right arm, and then we're gonna do 40 seconds on the left arm. Coming up and across. That's our 3 movements. Any questions, guys? And we got one more circuit after this. A little bit of core and finishing off the arms a little bit. We got 15 seconds, diamond or close grip push-ups. Remember, closer the harder it is, the more you move your hands out, the easier it gets. 5 seconds, guys, 40 seconds. 2, 1, work. Squeeze, focus your intention on the triceps. Woo, come on guys, 15 seconds. 10, 5, 3, 1, rest, 15 seconds, cross body flies. I'm gonna start with 12s and see how it goes. I may jump up to 15s. You can use a band for this too, just step on the band on one side. 1, work. If it helps to kind of grab that pec and feel it, focus the intention on that muscle working. From the side. Think about trying to bring your bicep to your mouth. And rotate that palm down a little bit. That'll help. 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds. You guys feeling that? 7 seconds. Same thing, opposite side. Palm forward. 2, 1, work. Up and across. Try to bring that bicep to your mouth. Pretend we're kissing those guns. Control it on the way down. 2, 1, rest. 45 seconds. Any questions? I know this is a new move, guys. If you have a question about it, please don't hesitate to speak up. Maybe someone at home later on has the same question, but if not, keep rocking it. Really, this extension and up, really trying to flex right here is the key to try to get that bicep to your mouth. You don't actually have to kiss your bicep, but just a thought I want you to put together. Diamond push-ups coming up in 10 seconds. Come on, 2 more rounds through, guys. 5, 3, 2, 1, let's work. $15. Keep working. Modify if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Right arm flies. Come on, team. Monday, baby. Let's start the week off strong. 5 seconds. Right arm. 2, 1, work. Palm starts facing up. You're rotating it towards the wall as you come across. Keep that arm pretty straight. Don't bend it too much. Woo! 15. 2, 1. Rest. Oh, switching sides. Intention is really the key here, guys. If you're just swinging it across, you're not gonna feel it. You gotta really focus on that muscle moving it across. 2, 1, work. This is not a speed movement. Have you ever done low cable flies at the gym? This is kind of what we're trying to replicate with the dumbbell. One. Rest. 45 seconds. One more round through, guys. This is where the addition of a focus for the month comes in handy, because we can really focus on certain muscle groups, a little bit more specific exercises versus full body. We kind of try to hit the most impactful. So each month with a new focus, we'll get some new exercises, a little bit of variation in there for you guys. Hopefully keep it interesting. Work on your weaknesses, build up your strengths even more. 12 seconds, guys. Last round through. Diamond push-ups. Come on, empty the tank. 3, 2, 1. Work. Come on, keep working. 15 seconds. 8. I'm dropping the knees. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Last round of flies through, team. I'm gonna try to go 15 on this. See how it goes. 2, 1, work. Try to eliminate swing. Come down nice and slow. Feel that chest. Eight seconds. 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Seven seconds, guys. Left arm, then a nice rest. Finishing off. One more circuit. 3, 1. Work. Come on, 8 seconds. Finish strong. 1. And rest, guys. Woo! Nice work. One more short circuit coming up. We got a little Tabata action. You guys know what that is. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest between each movement. We got 2 movements coming up. We got plank, shoulder taps. So we're trying to just roast off the arms and the chest. So we're setting up on our hands in a push-up position. You want your hands stacked right underneath your shoulder joint. You don't want your hand forward. You don't want your hand back. You don't want your hand wide. They're right here. That way you can stabilize on a nice, stable limb. The more stacked you are, the stronger you'll be. So stacked meaning wrist, elbow, shoulder right on top of each other. Our feet are a little wider than normal. That gives us a little bit more stability. The closer you go together with your feet, the harder it is. So maybe start out about a little narrower than the mat. Core tight, reach, touch. Reach, touch. From the front, I'm gonna bend my knees, reach, touch. Legs are straight, I just don't have enough room with the wall. That's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is a move we tried last week and we had some difficulty with. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna build the skill. Body weight L-sits. So, a lot of people had a real struggle with their arms being too short or not being able to get their hips all the way through. Use a block or you can use 2 dumbbells to sit on. So, I'm gonna use a block. That gets my hips elevated off the ground a little bit. So, starting with my legs almost straight with a little bend in them. The key here to make sure you feel in your abs is to not have your hands too far back. So we're having our hands maybe just forward of your hips. You're gonna lift your hips up, and then you're gonna shoot your hips back, trying to straighten your legs, trying to get your butt behind the hands. At the bottom, it should be a hard ab contraction. If you're not feeling it, try to push the weights a little bit farther forward. So it looks like this. Trying to lean the upper chest forward and get the butt back at the bottom. You can do it on the floor if you don't have weights. You just need long enough arms. If you guys can't get that at all, or you just don't feel it in your abs, just do lying leg lifts with the legs straight, hands out of your side, up, down. But I promise you, if you're doing the body weight L-sit right, when you get those hips back through and your legs are almost straight, should feel a hard contraction in your abs. At least give it a try on the first round. It's only 20 seconds of work. Any questions? Let's do it 10 seconds, guys. Plank shoulder taps coming up. For 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, work. Keep those hips as flat as you can. Core tight. I don't want to see a lot of rotation at the hips. Nice slow reach towards the shoulder, not about speed. It's a core move. 2, 1, rest. Get set up for those body weight L-sits. Up on dumbbells or on the floor. 3, hands forward. 1, up, reach, reach. Move your feet back a little bit if it's too hard to get those legs straight. They can be bent as long as the butt's getting back through. 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds. Back to your plank shoulder taps. Slow on these. 2, 1, work. Lock out that elbow. Hips flat. 10 seconds. 4, 2, 1. Rest. 10 seconds, guys. Body weight L-sits. 3, 1, work. Yeah, even if the legs can't get totally straight, move them back and have them bent as you're reaching the butt through. Woo! 3, 1, rest. One more round, guys, only 3. Come on, I know those arms are getting tired too. 2, 1, work. Nice shoulder taps. Come on. 7, 2, 1. Rest. Last set of body weight L-sits. Come on. Woo. 3, 1. Work. 1. And done. Nice work, team. Another killer upper body day in the book. Nice work, Zim. I hope you guys are enjoying the program so far. We'll be back with a lower body workout tomorrow. Have a kick-ass Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you guys.